One of the things I want to try with these videos is I want to do reviews of amateur productions. So that could be high school shows, middle school shows, community theater, church shows, really anything I can get my hands on without YouTube getting mad at me. So today, brace yourself, Stage Blazers, I'm doing a review of our production of Pippin. Don't worry, I didn't make fun of any of you. Here we go. There's a bug. Okay. So the play opens with the cast of the show waving glowing hands around in the darkness in an attempt to look threatening or cool, I guess. They begin singing as we are introduced to our MCs for the show, the 4 leading players. Now in the original show there was only 1 leading player, but for casting reasons we had 4. Either way, the show's opening number begins.
Join us, leave your fields of flower. Join us, leave your teeth to sour.
Join us, come and listen our.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Journey to a spot exciting, mystic and exotic. Journey through our anecdotic review.
Hey, I'll be the one doing the reviewing here, thank you.
Illusion.
Well, who's that handsome guy? Don't look like you wouldn't have made that joke. At least I can pull off a woman's tank top. Moving on. After the conclusion of the song, as well as a magic trick, the leading players begin to introduce their story.
This evening, for your entertainment pleasure, we present our most mysterious
And miraculous tale.
a stunning example of magic.
Magic? No one said there would be magic to do in this show. That'd be stupid.
And a climax. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a climax justly famous throughout the civilized world.
No comment.
Not now, later.
We gave the fire department free tickets. Wait until they get bored and leave.
Our tale today concerns the firstborn son of Charlemagne. And it is entitled Pippin! Pippin!
So the leading players begin to introduce us to Pippin's backstory and how he became a student at the University of Padua.
Pippin as a child showed tremendous thirst for knowledge.
Thank you, Ragdoll, made by Dr. Frankenstein. And then we meet Pippin, who we are told is playing this role for the first time and is therefore a little bit nervous.
Could I have some more lights, please?
Well, he may not be that nervous.
He wants more lights? Let's give him some lights. Lights!
And there were the same country shepherds.
After a very nice song called Corner of the Sky,
Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly.
we are introduced to Pippin's father, the legendary Charlemagne.
This part's portrayed by an actor with enormous power.
A giant on the battlefield and in the bedroom.
Oh, thank you so much.
Don't mention it.
And then we meet Louis, Pippin's half-brother.
Addicted to the physical, Lewis loves sword fighting. Lewis loves archery. Lewis loves hand-to-hand combat.
Louis is a liar.
But most of all, Lewis loves Lewis.
Though he is capable of the truth. But he's also a soldier, off to fight in the war against the Visigoths. It's going to be a glorious campaign. And those Visigoth women. I don't mean to shock your bookish sensibilities.
I'm only shocked you're interested in women now.
We made a gay joke. Those are funny, right? Pippin, who I should probably mention is searching for meaning in his life because that's basically what the entire show is about, thinks that maybe he can find meaning by becoming a soldier. Charlemagne, however, will not allow it.
But that's not fair. You're taking Lewis.
Lewis is the ideal soldier. Strong and stupid.
Hey! Poor Louis. But after Pippin says he'll just find another war to fight in, Charlemagne gives in and Pippin is made a soldier. Only the finest weaponry for these soldiers, red plastic buckets. And then we get to our next song at the briefing of the soldiers, entitled War as a Science.
The army of the enemy is stationed on the hill, so we've got to get them down here, and this is how we will. Our men in the ravine, that's the area in green, will
move across the valley where they plainly can be seen, and the enemy in blue will undoubtedly pursue, for that's what you depend upon an enemy to do.
Which Pippin, of course, screws up.
Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nation.
Pippin!
And so after the rest of the soldiers are dismissed, Charlemagne has a talk with Pippin.
Pippin, I find your attitude disturbing.
And don't even get me started on your lack of faith.
And then the war begins, detailed through song, of course. This one is called Glory. After the soldiers are told to
Eat, drink, rape.
yeah, somehow that stayed in this high school production. Pippin comes across the decapitated head of a Visigoth soldier. It's best not to question these things.
You know, dying in a battle like this, you'll probably go straight to Valhalla.
Pippin realizes that the life of a soldier is not the life he wants to live, and so he goes to visit his grandmother Bertha. But not before another song.
Well, I'll sing you the story of a sorrowful lad. He had everything he wanted, didn't want what he had. He had wealth and pelf and fame and name and all of that noise, but he didn't have none of those simple joys.
Pippin seeks advice from Bertha and tells her that he went to war.
Oh, no wonder you look so terrible. Men in their wars. Sometimes I think they start raising flags when they can't get anything else up.
Oi! Soufflés are very hard to make. You try keeping them up. And of course, she gets her own song.
Time to take time, for spring will turn into fall.
I think you need to recheck your calendar there, Grandma. You seem to have skipped something. You know, like summer.
Sages tweet that age is sweet. Good deeds and good work. Morals. Now I could wait some aging way.
You know, this part of the song seems very dubious. Once Bertha's song has ended, we reach the part of the show that we in the cast lovingly refer to as the orgy, because in the original, there was really no other way to describe it. In our version, though...
Leave me alone!
yeah, not much happens. Anyway, Pippin realizes that his father is a tyrant and decides to do something about it through, what else? An Obama impersonation.
Peace and justice must be restored to this great land.
Estrada, Pippin's stepmother, overhears Pippin's speech and alerts Charlemagne.
Pippin is disloyal to you, my lord.
Every son is disloyal to their father at one time or another, my lady.
But Louis loves you, my lord.
Louis is an asshole, my lady.
Hey, hey! For some reason, I feel very bad for this Lewis character.
If we all could spread a little sunshine, all could light a little fire, we all would be a little closer to our hearts.
Sorry, honey.
Skip it.
Okay. Estrada informs Pippin of Charlemagne's yearly prayer at the Chapel of Arles, where Pippin would have ample opportunity to take care of his father. So that's exactly where he goes. And he kills his father, but that's okay because it means we can get to my favorite song in the show.
Why won't my hand stop shaking when all the earth is still? When ancient ghosts are waking, so many steps need taking. So many plans need making. I think I will. I think I will. So, morning glow, fill the earth. Come and shine tomorrow's song.
It's okay, Pippin. Just keep singing.
And the phantoms of the night will bleed into the past.
The phantoms shall be your cast. So now Pippin is king, but he finds it's much harder than he anticipated.
Sire, I'm a poor man, a peasant. I own not 1 millimeter of land on which I've worked so hard all of my life. Is that fair?
No, that's completely unfair.
So he kicks everyone out of his chapel and prays for strength.
Well, would you like anything else with that strength while you're at it?
Yes. I'd like to give my father his job back.
The leading player therefore brings Charlemagne back to life. What did I tell you about questioning things?
I'm sorry, Father.
It's alright, just don't let it happen again.
But after being approached by all 4 leading players about the finale, Pippin flees the stage saying he has to think.
I have to think!
Wait, you dumbass!
Pippin! But don't you worry. We won't disappoint you. We never disappoint. I promised you a climax justly famous of the civilized world, and you're going to get it!
Except for all you infidel Muslims and Jews. This is the 9th century. You're not civilized. So that was Act 1 of University High School's production of Pippin. Please join me later this month for Act 2.